Hello guys, welcome back to your English class. Today I'm going to explain you second conditional. We have the structure at the top. We have if plus a past simple tense, comma, would or wouldn't, depending on what are you talking about, and the verb in simple form. Okay, we use second conditional to talk about imaginary and unreal situations in present, situations in future which are possible but unlikely to happen. When the subject when the subject is I, the verb is to be, and we often say if I were. We can use also would, could, or might in the result clause, and we use a comma only after the if clause. For example, if I were you, I wouldn't wear this dress. Now, the idea is we're talking about conditionals. In second conditional, we're talking about things that are not true. You imagined about your past, something that happened in your past, and you imagined the future consequence. Okay, now the structure. We have if, past simple, conditional, and the verb in infinitive. For example, if I won the lottery, comma, I would buy a house. Now, in conditionals, it doesn't matter if you start with the condition or the condition. Okay, we have to start with the consequence or the condition. It doesn't matter. We have, for example, I would buy a house if I won the lottery, or I won the lottery if I would buy a house. Okay, it's the same idea. Don't worry about that. Now, a negative sentence, we can say, if I didn't win the lottery, I wouldn't buy a house. Or a question, what would you do if you won the lottery? Okay? Now, we have two examples. If I were a bird, he would fly across the harbor. Now, pay attention with this part. You have the expression were. Be in simple past is was or were, but in second conditional you have to always use were. It doesn't matter who is the subject. You can say if he were, if she were, if I were, if it were, if you were, etc. You can say were in every single subject. Okay, and don't forget your past sentence plus your would and your verb in infinitive. If I had 200,000 now, I would buy a car. Okay? We have an exercise. We have 6 sentences, sorry, and we're going to try to complete them in the right way. For example, if you study for the final exam. Now, the idea is we have to write. If you have if, you have to write a past sentence, and the next part has to be the consequence, would. If I were you, I would study for the final exam. Okay? Number 2, if my parents were rich, I wouldn't need to work so much. Now, why wouldn't? We have not in your brackets. Now you have to use your negative sentence. I wouldn't need to work so much. Now, in number 3, 4, and 5, it's different. They are in different way. We have at the first part the consequence, and after that we have the condition. For example, number 3, you would be healthier if you ate less red meat. Or 4, I wouldn't do the course myself if I had more money. Number 5, people would be healthier if they walked daily, and my mom would be happy if I help her with the housework. Now, Don't forget that if your sentence has if, simple past, 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 and the next part or the first part, it has to be with would and the verb in infinitive, wouldn't and the verb in infinitive, would and the verb in infinitive, or would and the verb in infinitive. Okay, you don't need to change the verb in third person or past. No, you have to just write the verb in infinitive. Okay, now to finish with this part, we have exercise on your notebook. We have 8 sentences. The idea is you have to obviously complete them with second conditional. Please check the video maybe twice or thrice, how many times that you need to understand the topic. It's kind of easy, but the problem is the verb. You have to practice the verbs in simple past. Okay, and I'm gonna read it. For example, if Sarah have a good handwriting, I understand her texts. If my computer functions properly, I use it more often. If we eat more vegetables, our body be healthier. If you tidy up your bedroom every day, it not be a mess. We stay in Tom's house if he live in a big house. Their confrontation if the two outside cheerleaders appear. If my students listen to English music, they learn more vocabulary, and if they know more vocabulary, they be able to understand texts. Okay, and that's all. Don't forget, if you have if, simple past, and the next part is would, and the verb in simple form. And that's all. I hope that you're okay. Don't forget to download the PDF from your book, the worksheet, and check if you have to make a video or recording. That's all for me, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.